Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Predictions. I don't know why I say another episode. It just comes out naturally. Anyways, of course, coming up this weekend, it is Night of Champions. So let's quickly run through the match card a little bit. I don't know what the order is, so I've just kind of put together what I think makes sense in my head, kind of. So we're going to open up with the King of the Ring final over Femi versus Jey Uso. Then I'm going to have that Women's United States title match between Jade, Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Then the steel cage match between Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. Then the United States title match between Ricky Saints and Trick Williams. Then the Women's Queen of the Ring final, Io Sky, Liv Morgan. And then we'll main event with Sami Zayn, Gunther and Cody Rhodes for that WWE Undisputed Championship. Yeah. It's Undisputed WWE Championship, isn't it? I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure this is main eventing. I mean, it's got Cody Rhodes in it, and obviously it's got Sami Zayn, and obviously where they are, so it makes sense. Sami Zayn's main event. Well, that match seems like a main event. I think I heard somewhere that maybe the King and Queen Ring finals are the first hour, but I don't quite know for sure. But I imagine at least one of them's opening, and I put the other semi main event, and then I separate out the two United States title matches. That left that match there, which that's everything. So, well, without further ado, I think we should probably get straight to it. So let's. Alright, so starting off first is the ruler over Femi taking on the Yeet Man. Main event, Jey Uso. Alright, as we're getting into this matchup, I've decided to attempt to speed up these matches a little bit because I always feel like I barely get to show anything if I don't get to, I don't know. I feel like it takes too much time. Sometimes we gain all the highlights and I never quite know. So I've put them on 2 times speed. So if it sounds a little funny in the background, that's why. And hopefully it can still see some fun stuff. Anyways, I want if you could tell Jey Uso's entrance is a tad different because it wouldn't let him walk through the crowd there. Ended up doing it on the stage instead. But it's fine. Anyways, getting into this first matchup, who do I think is winning this matchup? I've got to be honest, I do believe it's going to be main event Jey Uso. Alright, but it's not going to come about shenanigans with Brock Lesnar, maybe the Usos as well. Well, the other Uso. I don't know, maybe Solo gets involved and gives over the win, but... and I still believe that that's happening at SummerSlam, because I'm not quite sure where else, unless maybe Money in the Bank. Maybe. But, which I guess maybe... Actually, maybe that's an idea. I don't know if they want Oba to lose so soon. I think again he lost to Brock, but still, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Jey Uso, but I could definitely see Oba winning it, and I want Oba to win. But yeah, I don't know. I could see it being Jey, but yeah, that's going to be my prediction. Jey Uso. I want Oba to win, but I'm predicting Jey. And it looks like 2K is perfectly in timed, agreed with me. Unfortunately, I don't need that. I don't need the back end of 2K when I'm wrong, when I don't want it to be right. Anyways, so it looks like they predicted Jey Uso will win this matchup. Let's see how good they think the match is going to be when it pops up. There we go. It thinks it's going to be an amazing match, a 4-star matchup. I guess we'll see. Time will tell. Anyways, into the next matchup it is Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for that Women's United States Championship. And as we get into this one, I had to do my research here because I questioned myself when I was doing this. If this was the first time that the Women's United States title has been defended on a pay-per-view or a PLE, which it's only been defended on either like Saturday Night's Main Events or SmackDowns, I believe. This is the first time it's ever been defended on pay-per-view ever, if I am not mistaken. It took Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Michin and B-Fab probably going to get involved. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair probably going to get involved. Maybe even Rhea Ripley. I don't know. That's what it apparently takes to get the Women's United States title on a pay-per-view, apparently. But, so, I mean, it's nice to see it finally on a pay-per-view. But anyways, like I said, that was just crazy to me. And I had to check my thing. Maybe I've got my information wrong, but I did Google it. So, you know. Anyways, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of a specific pay-per-view match from them. I can think of Saturday Night's Main Event matches like Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green versus Michin, I believe. But I don't believe any actual proper pay-per-view PLE matches. Anyways, let's get into who I think's winning this. I think Tiffany Stratton is winning this just because I just think this is just something for Jade Cargill to do while waiting back for Rhea Ripley, I think. Because I wouldn't be surprised if this was maybe originally supposed to be Jade versus Rhea. and then Tiffany's kind of replaced Rhea in the storyline a little bit. Like, still another person that has issues with Charlotte, also a champion, just giving, I don't know, just filling that Rhea spot for a little bit. So I think that's kind of what's happening here. But yeah, I don't think Jade's walking away. I don't think she's beaten. So yeah, I think Tiffany's kind of taken Rhea's spot here, but I don't believe Jade would have lost to Rhea. Well, sorry, would have won against Rhea anyways. So I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton on this one, and that's who I want to win. Yeah, that's my prediction and my want. I think Rhea could get involved. There's 2 matches she quite easily could, because my semi-main event on this she could quite easily get involved into. So I think there's a good chance we might see Rhea here tonight at some point. Question is, I guess we don't need it for this match because there's Alexa and Charlotte, so that's enough to even the odds, I guess. And you know, this is probably earlier on in the night. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but clearly the glitch meant that it broke Jade Cargill's neck. Anyways, so it looks like WWE 2K26 agrees with me on this occasion as well. Agrees with my want and my belief that Tiffany Stratton is walking away still your Women's United States Championship on the first title match of that title's career on a pay-per-view PLE thing. Anyways, let's see what it thinks the match will be. It thinks the match will be an instant classic, a 4.5 star. And on to the next match. It is the badass Bron Breakker versus Seth freaking Rollins. Inside, as you can see up there, a steel cage. Oh yeah, I believe this is the technical rubber match on the main roster, though this is, I believe, their 4th encounter because they also had one in NXT. But I do believe this is the rubber match on the main roster at least, and at the very least this year. Because of course, if I'm not mistaken, Bron won the... I don't actually remember who won the first match. It was on pay-per-view, wasn't it? And the other person won the other one, I'm pretty sure. I can't actually remember now. I'm pretty sure they both won a piece. I think Bron won. I don't know. Anyways, we'll get into this matchup. A steel cage, I'm going to throw it out the window. I don't think anybody's escaping. I'm not even quite sure if they'll attempt... they probably will attempt to escape cage just because it is a steel cage match, but I highly doubt either of them's really looking for that kind of victory. Because that Rollins is looking to finish things, and escaping the cage doesn't really solve that, and the Bron Breakker's looking to hurt Seth Rollins, which escaping the cage doesn't really solve that. So, no, I don't really believe if it's really going to do that. Though I could quite easily see at the very least Austin Theory trying to climb up over the cage, and same with the Street Profits. I don't know about Logan. I'm not quite sure how good that arm is to see if he can climb up the steel cage. Maybe he can go through the door though. Who knows? Maybe even a returning Bronson Reed. Apparently they were saying on Raw. Apparently he's been looking good on Instagram. I haven't seen, but maybe this is his return. Maybe he just rips off one of the panels and just goes in and charges at Seth Rollins, and then tsunamis him off top of the steel cage, and 1, 2, 3, and it's over. That could very much well happen. I think I'm going to go with a Bron Breakker win. Just partly for that reason I've just given that possibility that could happen to some regard. But I don't know. I just feel like it. I don't know. Maybe Bron Breakker needs it. I know a lot of people have recently been talking about him cooling off now. I don't know. I just feel like Rollins. I feel like we always at this situation where Rollins never needs the victories. Though at the same time, there's that possible future title match against Roman Reigns. He's going to need to crack at wins, I feel like. So, I don't know. Maybe picks up Bron Breakker, but I think I'm still going to go for Bron. But you never know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to go for Bron. I'm happy either way, to be honest. I think my pure reasoning of I want Bron to get some momentum, I'm going to go Bron. That I want to win as well. But it looks like 2K is disagreeing with both my wants and my prediction. They believe Seth Rollins will win this matchup, which I was close to agreeing in the prediction and the likeliness, but I did sway a little bit. I just feel like we're flying through these matches a little bit quicker, but that was the point where I only had to talk about predictions and my wants a little bit. Anything a little bit else we don't need to be waffling on. Anyways, let's find out what 2K believes that the match star rating will be. They believe it will be an amazing matchup, 4.5 stars. Alrighty, up onto the next match. It is absolute Ricky Saints taking on the United States champion, Trick Williams. Jeez. Anyways, without further ado, like I said, United States title match on the line. Let's get to this with my prediction and who I think will win, or who I want to win. Prediction is who I think will win as well. Alright, so
I think this is going to be probably the most like clear-cut match of the night that this person is winning, and I'm going to go with Trick. I just don't see them taking off the title this soon for Trick. Not at all. Plus, I see this rivalry continuing, these two and Carmella Hayes, creating some kind of triple threat match, maybe at SummerSlam. Maybe Melo would challenge for the title at Money in the Bank. Or at least kind of do something like that. Melo would challenge for the title, then a build to a triple threat match. So I think we're going to got to get to that situation first. So I think Trick Williams will be the one retaining. And I'd say I'm happy with either winning, but I kind of want Trick to win just a little bit more. I want that title reign to last a little bit longer. Jeez. And I've got Lil Yachty out here. I'm not sure if he's coming out, but he's out at ringside anyways. And looks like, I mean, Absolute Ricky Starks has just picked up an absolute win, according to 2K, because that was quick. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if Lil Yachty's going to turn up, but if he does, he's just there just in case, I guess, because he generally does seem to. But anyways, let's see how good the match they think it is. Oh, it's good. A 2-star, an average match. Oof. Next up, it is the Women's Queen of the Ring final. Io Sky taking on the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. Yeah. Alright, this is an interesting one, because, well, obviously, Liv Morgan somehow advanced to the final of the tournament, even though she's Women's World Champion. I don't hate it as much as I think some other people do, but I do agree that maybe she probably shouldn't be in it. But at least she's doing something, which is better than her just sitting at ringside for Raquel and Roxanne matches. So this is at least something. You know what I mean? But would have preferred a title match here. And plus, this is like Liv Morgan, like, you know, it's not her hometown, but she seems to be like one of the top fan favorites over in Saudi Arabia, at least. At least as far as the women are concerned, it seems like she may be like one of the top ones, if not the top one there. So, you know, not quite to the level of Sami Zayn, I don't think, but kind of up there. So it kind of makes sense for Liv and Sami to both be on the card, though Liv wasn't on the Italy card, so that's, I guess, debates my question there a little bit. But nonetheless, I think that this is, more questionable than I think, because as much as I think Io Sky will win this, I'm trying to figure out the logic on why wouldn't she because I feel like she's going to be taking on Rhea at SummerSlam. I feel like Io has to win this, but I'm questioning logically why would Io want to challenge Rhea? You know what I mean? Unless Rhea turns heel or something, is the only thing I can think of. So I want Io to win the match, and I think she will, but there's just something questioning me that maybe she's going to have to try and get a different way, but then again, Liv would challenge Rhea if she won anyway, so I guess that... So yeah, I think Io has to win this. Maybe this is more clear-cut than I originally thought, but yeah. Should be a good match, though, between these two. That's for sure. But yeah, but I think also the fact... to be fair, Sami Zayn lost to Drew McIntyre back at Saudi Arabia at Royal Rumble. And we'll get into that, the Sami Zayn match just after this, but looks like 2K agrees with my wants and prediction that Io Sky will be the Queen of the Ring this year. So let's find out. Well, first off, this victory is always weird because I'm pretty sure this is her NXT one because apparently she hasn't got a babyface. Victory scenes still. I don't think they care as much about victory scenes. But nonetheless, like I said, looks like we all agree Io Sky's winning this matchup. Let's see what 2K thinks the rating of this matchup is. They think it's going to be an amazing match, 4 stars. I agree. Alright, now the main event, or at least in my predictions, Sami Zayn versus the Ring General. I pronounced that wrong. Gunther taking on the champ, Cody Rhodes, of course. Challenging for that, well, he's defending that the Undisputed WWE Championship, I believe. It's that way around, isn't it? Anyways. This is, I think this could go 2 ways. I do not believe Gunther is winning this matchup, but I do not believe he is taking the pin either. I believe either Sami Zayn is pinning Cody Rhodes or Cody Rhodes is pinning Sami Zayn. I'm expecting Cody to win, but I think there's just an element of this could be Sami Zayn's moment. This could be him winning the title. It could be here. Like it's not quite Canada for him, but it's like the next best thing. I very much could see it happening, especially because he failed at the Royal Rumble against Drew McIntyre. This is his second opportunity, type thing here for the same title as well. So I could very much see Sami Zayn winning this matchup, and I would not hate that at all. But I definitely do not see Gunther winning this. Because, yeah, I just don't see it happening. Because I'm just trying to piece together in my head where I think it would go. Because, to be fair, we could just quite simply get a rematch between Sami and Cody at SummerSlam. I don't, though, to be fair, if Jey Uso wins the King of the Ring, I think that makes it more likely Cody's going to win. I mean, we could still see Jey Sami. I feel that could be still very interesting, maybe perhaps more interesting in some ways, maybe. But I think if Jey wins, then Cody wins. If Oba wins, then I think either could win. Because I think Oba's more likely to go after Reigns. So that is my thought process with that. With like just trying to piece together that. Because there hasn't been a women's World Championship or WWE Women's Championship match to picture to have to worry about that with the Queen of the Ring final. Of course, I do believe we are getting Money in the Bank, I'm pretty sure, soon. So I'm questioning... Well, I'm curious how that will go. But anyways, it's going to be late this year as well. Because it was early last year. It's generally my birthday weekend, but this is like 2 weekends before, so when we haven't even started qualifiers, so I do believe we'll be a bit late, probably end of July. But anyways, I'm not even sure where it's going. But nonetheless, I'm going to go with Cody, but I think there's a strong possibility that Sami Zayn could win this matchup. But it looks like 2K26 agrees with me that Cody Rhodes will win this match. I didn't choose who I wanted to win. Honestly, I kind of want Sami to win. I feel like that's the most interesting choice of the three. That's something fresh and something new. So I've always said I feel like we need something more from Gunther than just like chasing championships, and he's had the career killer stuff at least. But I feel like he just needs other non-championship stuff. Obviously, that should be the main thing, but I don't know. And Cody's been champion plenty over the past few years, so giving Sami Zayn the opportunity would just feel like a breath of fresh air. I feel like. But yeah, nonetheless, that's my who I want to win. But I do believe Cody Rhodes will be winning this matchup. So does 2K. Let's see what they think the reign will be. I think it'll be an amazing match. 4 stars. It definitely will be a fun triple threat match. Anyways, that is the predictions and the simulating and the wants for Night of Champions. I don't believe there's anything else. I was going to say forecast then. Said if there's a promo or anything or a kickoff, I don't believe there's anything. So there seems to be how it's going to be for this one. So thanks for watching this one. Hopefully you might leave some your predictions and your wants down below. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Yeah, peace.